yeah! This, that, and the other. This, that, and...
Hi everybody, I'm Danny Fletcher. This is my very, very special guest, Cody Zane. Cody?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and we're going to talk about this, that, and the other. There's no telling what we're going to talk about. That's why I called the show that, Cody. Anyway, Cody is a southeastern New Mexico musician, singer, songwriter, performer, DJ. I think he dances. I'm not sure everything that he does. Am I pretty close to some of that?
I try to.
Okay. Anyway, in fact, Cody, you just got done playing the big festival here, Cavern Fest, right?
Yes, sir.
How'd that go?
It was great. It was wonderful. Good turnout. Wasn't near as hot as I thought it would be. A little more humid than usual.
Really? Because some of those days it got up there in the heat.
Last year was way hotter. That's what I've been saying. Last year was way hotter.
Yeah. But it's still, people came out.
Yeah, they came and it was fun. I'm sure they showed up good for Josh Abbott afterwards too.
Yeah. So you played on Saturday night?
I played at 2 o'clock and at 2:15.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon.
Right in the middle of the heat. So well, I'm glad it wasn't as scorching as last year.
Probably better than about 5 or so, I guess.
You know, if it gets over 100 degrees, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the same.
The way they had the stage was nice and cool up there, though. As soon as I got off the stage is when I was hot.
Do they have fans and stuff up there for you?
Yes, sir, and all the shading around. It's blocks the sun. It's nice.
Well, cool. I didn't get to go Saturday, so I didn't see you, but seems like you got a lot of gigs coming up here, according to your Facebook there. I know you do some regular things down at the Cal Shade.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember what day, Cody.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, or Thursdays is our open mic nights.
Okay. How's that work? How's the open mic night work?
I kind of just treat it like a jam, you know. I've never had a sign-up sheet like everyone else, or it's just kind of you show up and we're like, hey, let's jam. You can jam by yourself. We can all jam together. Sometimes we got drums, bass, guitar. Sometimes it's just...
It's just kind of what happens that night, huh?
Sometimes it's just me playing all night long.
Oh, really? Well, that's too cool. I know you've been playing some up in Hobbs. Well, you play all over this southeastern New Mexico, don't you?
Yeah.
You doing any gigs in Texas?
Next weekend, we have the full band at Riley's. Friday and Saturday, the 21st and 22nd, I think.
Where's Riley's at?
In Midland, I'm sorry.
In Midland. Great.
I like playing in Midland.
So,
quite a bit.
Let's start. I like to start from the, you know, I know of you. We've never hung out or done anything together. We should. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where were you raised? Let's start with that.
I was born in Ada, Oklahoma. I think I was probably about 2 when I moved here.
Really?
I was raised here. We moved to Ardmore in 2nd grade for about a year or 2. My dad's all his family's in Ardmore, and my mom's family's in Fort Worth. So, and then I moved up to Fort Worth after I turned 18. I bought a guitar at a pawn shop. Didn't know how to play it and jumped on a Greyhound bus with a trash bag full of clothes and went to Fort Worth.
That almost sounds kind of similar to Chase Kilgore. Yeah. He ended up in Fort Worth. Almost.
Yeah, we played in Fort Worth together.
Why Fort Worth?
Well, that's where my mom was.
Oh, that's where your mom was. Okay,
so
I'm sorry.
I went and moved in with her, and then started going to open mic nights in the stockyards. Had one song I played. That was it, every time. Really?
How long did you do that?
2 years, probably. Every rose has its thorn for 2 years.
Really?
I don't think I played it right either. I still don't. I still don't.
If you got some tips, it's okay.
Right?
Hey, so what brought you back to Carlsbad?
Let's see. Well, so I wanted to do a band, actually. So I kind of threw a band together when I was here, when I came back, the first time I came back, and that's like when the very first Cavern Fest was actually, and we played the very first Cavern Fest. There was 2 stages, and we kind of, that's where I met Kenny Campos. I had him bring all the sound. Chase introduced me to him. We were like, who can do the sound for the other stage in Cavern Fest? So anyway, it was me, John Anderson, Craig Bradley, and Chase Kilgore, and we threw that together. And then after that, I left, and I was gone for a few years in Fort Worth. And then when I came back, there was a booking agent lady on Facebook, Cindy Olson, and she had some gigs that she needed to fill. It said West Texas, but it ended up being Diamond Lils and Hobbs. So if I would have known that, I would have called everyone here that I just did. Anyway, so I threw a band together and came down here, and then we did that gig, and she was like, and then she called the next day, and she was like, hey, y'all want to go to North Dakota tomorrow? I was like, yeah. So we took off that way, and it was just me and Morgan. He was a bass player, and we didn't have a drummer or lead guitar player or anything. We just took off towards North Dakota, and we're just calling and Facebooking and trying to find a drummer and a lead guitar player to come to North Dakota with us for 5 hours a day for a week.
And so
2 weeks straight for 5 hours a day every day.
Wow.
So anyway, so we got there and ended up finding a drummer and a lead guitar player there. We went to a music store, and the dude that does drum lessons, Dave, he ended up playing drums with us, and then the booking agent said she knew a guitar player there, so she called him, and then we had a band together. As soon as we got there, we had to drive straight through 24 hours. As soon as we got there, we had about 30-40 minutes to set up and start playing, you know.
Now, they must have been some pretty good musicians to be able to play your song list.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out a song list. I didn't really even hardly know very many songs, you know. I was just faking it, and everyone was following along, you know. And then we got to Ruidoso. We were supposed to do Ruidoso for 2 weeks right after that at the WPS. And then we weren't any good, really. Like, none of us even really knew each other or anything. We just kind of tried to get there and do it. And we got fired after a week. On my birthday, actually, we got fired. So, and we were camping out in the rain in Ruidoso. I was freaked out over bears, too, you know. But we were camping out there out in the rain. So we ended up, I'd promised these guys all these gigs, you know. So we ended up coming to Carlsbad because we got fired and we still had another week. And I was like, okay. So I called the Shade, you know.
Well, they didn't like you or what? Is that why they fired you?
Yeah, we weren't doing it well.
You weren't doing it right for them,
Well, they're not. They're used to the same songs and done exactly the same. It's an older crowd that just wants the 90s country and exactly the way it's done on the radio. And, you know, they're dancing and, they're used to it for their dancing. And I understand it, you know. And we didn't do that good, you know. We just didn't mesh well together yet. We were just.
But hey, man, you had the huevos to try it. Yeah. That's freaking awesome. It seems like
I just did it.
Up north and up to Ruidoso, you were flying by the seat of your pants, buddy.
I didn't even know what was going on. It was.
That takes some cojones.
I wouldn't do it this time, you know. Like, I went whenever, I think somewhere around 21 years old, I think I was living in Carlsbad again for some reason. You know, I've been back and forth quite a bit. This time I've been back like 6 years probably. But I took a Greyhound bus to California to live in a garage, in my buddy's garage, his mom's garage, you know. I took a Greyhound bus. I had $50 in my pocket, no cell phone or nothing, you know. Just took a Greyhound bus to there to who knows what. Like, I wouldn't even almost think of that nowadays. I'd be like, no.
You're not afraid to take chances.
I didn't used to be. Now I am.
Yeah, but that's because you got a family now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
family. Yep.
Just before we walked in here to start taping.
Oh, I never looked at the picture yet either.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I guess your little one, how
Carson,
old?
he's 5. He just turned 5 in May.
Pulled his first tooth out. So
pulled in, yeah.
Well, you have to post that on Facebook.
I will.
Can people find you on Facebook?
Cody Zane Wells Band. Cody Zane Wells Band.
Cody Zane Wells Band.
Is the band page.
So, you graduated from Carlsbad High School here, or?
No, I was a dropout. About 9th grade. Well, yeah, something like that.
Wow, and just stayed in music.
Well, I didn't even start playing music till I was 21 or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what are you now? 25? Yeah.
36.
Oh, you look great. Yeah,
I
you
can't
don't
believe
look
it's
like
been that
you.
long though. That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. 21 and you're 36 now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I see you up and playing by yourself a lot there, and I know you got a lot of respect from a lot of the musicians here in town too.
I hope so. I respect all. It's a great bunch here.
Yeah, you know, and they're all real tight too.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
I haven't got a membership yet, but I'm trying.
I think you start by going to open mics on Thursdays.
There you go. I could do that.
I mean, that's what I mean, it was pretty cool because it was a White Elephant Saloon in the stockyards, and I would go. I wasn't 21 yet, so I did play. It was like a year or two before I turned 21 when I started trying to play, at least, you know. And they would let you go in. They would let you go in and play if you were under 18. Under 21, but you had to leave as soon as your song was done, you know. And that's basically. But you know, everybody encouraged me and wanted me to play, and you know, and that's what made me even know I could play. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's important. I think open mic nights are really important.
Well, maybe I'll surprise you one night and show up.
It brings you out of your shell. You know, it makes you feel like, oh, this is really a thing that you could really do. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know it was a thing until I was there. You know, I never even seen live music really. You know.
Now you played last night, didn't you? Where'd you play last night?
I played at the Shade.
At the Shade?
Actually,
Cal Shade
I ran
Restaurant?
karaoke last
Oh,
night.
okay. Yeah, that's right. You do that too.
On Wednesday nights, I'm the karaoke DJ.
And then you do open mic too.
This Saturday, I'm DJing a wedding.
Really? I had saw on Facebook that you did some DJing,
Yeah,
but I didn't really think it was that much. But that's pretty good. Got to pay the bills, right?
Whatever I got to do.
Yeah, got to
It's
pay
still
the bills.
music, you know.
So you are a songwriter too, right?
Yes, sir. I try to at least.
Do you label yourself? Are you country? Are you Americana? Or are you whatever?
Depends on the mood, I guess.
Just depends on your mood. So you do everything from rock to.
I can do rock to rap to.
Oh, well, that's friggin' awesome. So
You know, just
since we're
whatever
talking about that,
crowd, you know, depending on the crowd, I'll try to please whoever I can, you know.
so do you
That's
go
what-
in
that's what
and
I'm there
read the
for.
crowd?
That's what I'm there for, to make them have a good time. You
Yeah.
know? So whatever I got to do, you know,
Yeah.
within bounds.
Well, so that's called reading the crowd and seeing who you're playing with and stuff like that. Do you get a lot of requests and stuff when you play?
I do, and I'm always hoping it's something I could do. And if I'm doing really good and the crowd's already into it, I'll look it up.
Really? That quick, huh?
I'll let you know real quick if I can or can't do it. You know? It's like a 3-chord song, 4-chord song, and the words are easy, and I've heard it a lot, you know. And they're like, all right, we can do it real quick, you know.
I've seen a couple of your, I don't know if they're on YouTube. I saw them on Facebook, your videos, they said, okay, I'm going to try this song here. I'm not sure.
I like to do that, and then I always mean to make a video later of like, hey, this is when I started learning it. The same day I was learning it, you know. I just looked it up just now, and then this is 3 months later, and then I always forget to do the second video.
So, do you have you produced any singles, albums, anything like that?
Only one song so far. I need to get on it some more. It's called She's All Gone. I wrote that a long time ago, probably 6 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, maybe.
Do you still do it in your set?
I do. I did it at Cavern Fest. We just recorded it. Kenny Compost recorded it for me last year, I think, and he played lead guitar on it, and Craig and Travis played. We did it in my music room. Kenny brought his board over and we recorded all of us together, and then we deleted the vocals and redid the vocals.
Kenny's awesome. We're talking about Kenny Compost here in Carlsbad. Hey, good guy, good sound guy.
Oh, yeah.
He helped me out a few times, and
He's always there every time we do charity events and everything.
yeah, and he's got some nice equipment.
Yeah.
So,
Nice guitars.
And
he plays them good.
You know what? Not only guitar, but he plays bass and I don't know what else. I was like blown away. Very multi-talented.
I've never seen him play drums. Maybe we should put him back there and see what he does.
I bet he could. I bet he could do anything. So anyway, Do you mind doing that song for us?
Yeah, I'll do it. So this was I was working at the flower shop, the wholesaler, and my mom and her husband were staying with me at the time. And I had just broke up with a girl, and she was coming to get her stuff. And my mom and my stepdad were there. And after she left, my stepdad called me and said, "Hey, your motorcycle's gone."
Oh, crap.
And I thought he was joking. I stayed at work, I laughed about it, and he was like, just the way he talked, I was like, it's gotta be. I'm sorry, I thought I did this earlier. He's gotta be kidding. And I got home, I was like, what the heck? You didn't tell me you were serious. He's like, I told you. I was like, I figured if you were serious, you'd make a bigger deal, or whatever, however I was doing it. Anyway, it was gone. So I sat in the corner of my room. I think this is like the first real song I wrote, I wrote a couple little ditties, but this was the first real song I really wrote, and I just sat there in the corner. I might have cried a little, I don't remember. But I went through the whole thing and just did it all right there.
They took my motorcycle. Yeah. I think I'd cry.
Yeah, right?
I'm serious.
It was a clunker, but it was mine.
It was yours?
My freedom,
Yeah. It's.
But I mean, I think I just pushed record on my phone and did it, and then wrote it and listened to it, wrote it all down, and I'm sure it's adjusted a little over the years, but it goes like this. Just yesterday, and I lost my girl. I didn't finish tuning it, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Can you cut that part? I thought I had it tuned. See, I still get nervous. Just yesterday, and I lost my girl. Can't remember my own songs. Just yesterday, and I lost my girl. And I lost everything I had. It's nothing new to me, just seems like it's my destiny. Nothing's wrong or right, and everything's meant to be. But she's all gone, and I'm all good. She took all I ever had, 'cause she thought she could hurt me. I'm just glad she's gone. She's all gone. I'm all good. Wanted to cry and moan about everything I lost. I thought you took my pride and joy, my motorcycle. If that's a cost, go ahead, kick them rocks. 'Cause I don't need you anymore. She's all gone, and I'm all good. She took all I ever had, 'cause she thought she could hurt me. I'm just glad she's gone. She's all gone. I'm all good. She's all gone, and I'm all good. She took all I ever had, 'cause she thought she could hurt me. I'm just glad she's gone. She's all gone, and I'm all good.
Hey, that's a great song, man. I'm serious. That's a great song. And that's one of the first ones you ever wrote?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well, you knocked that out of the park on the first one there, Cody.
First one I completed, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, instead
And
of just
you
writing
do
half
have a
the song.
recording of that.
Yes.
Is it anywhere
only-
anybody can get it?
Yeah, Spotify and iTunes and
So, Cody Zane Wells, Spotify, iTunes,
I
you
think
can get
all
that
of those,
song.
It said there's 100 streaming services that it's on. So
Okay.
I don't really know the other ones. That's all I know: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all I use, I think.
Cool. I was going to tell you leave your guitar on because we're going to have you do something else, but just right there. It ain't going
It's right
anywhere.
there.
So you're married. Tell me about your family.
Fiance.
Fiance, okay.
Next year, July, I think, is when we're gonna do it. But we've been together for 3 years. So the boy was about 2 whenever they came around. I'm basically what he knows, you know. So
Your daddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he calls me.
Yeah.
Something else, huh? I like it.
No, I had a similar experience. My first wife, she had a 3-year-old,
Yeah,
and I was daddy.
yeah. He wasn't even talking, you know. He was. It's crazy to see the difference from 2 to 5. Like, just that's probably the most you'll see.
Oh yeah.
You know, is from those ages. That's the most changes anyone really goes through
Wait.
in this short amount of time. You know, it's crazy.
Wait till they get to be teenagers. You'll wish they were that age again.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
They-
already pushing me away.
Not trying to do that, buddy. Not trying to do that. So, your dad, what did he do for a living?
Potash mines.
So that's why he came to Carlsbad.
Yeah. Well, I think that he followed his. At first, he was following his youth pastor to Hobbs, and then I think that because I think that he moved there, and he was like he moved whenever he moved to go follow the church or whatever, and then I think that he just started working at the mines and then moved here gradually, or
Right.
however it worked.
At one time, for those of you watching, listening, one of the things Carlsbad's known for is the potash mines, and they go underground. It is mining. I know a lot of folks from back east, Kentucky and Tennessee and stuff like that. A lot of those miners have come over here, and I guess at one time they had several potash mines, but I think we only have 2 now.
Mosaic and Intrepid now.
Yeah, I think there's only 2.
It was Mississippi when my dad was there.
Yeah. And correct me, I only know enough to probably look stupid here, but potash is used for several things. The fertilizer is a big thing, right?
Fertilizer is what I know of the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's tough work.
Yeah.
Tough work. So are you working anywhere else or are you just gigging?
I do side jobs. I painted a bedroom yesterday. You know, I do just, you know,
So
jobs,
you know how to
jobs,
paint? Yeah, you're a handyman?
handyman stuff. You know,
Yeah?
little jobs. You know,
Well,
little stuff that.
around here, I've been
Little
noticing a lot. And I notice around here a lot of people are looking for a handyman. We're in big oil and gas country down here, so a lot of folks, of course, go out and work in the oil fields because it pays a lot of money. Yeah, but they also frequent the honky tonks too. So that's good, huh?
It is good. It's great.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you do another song for us? What? I don't care if it's an original or a cover, one of your favorite covers, or another original. I love originals.
Well, we were just talking about how I only write half a song sometimes, you know, and so I wrote this song. Actually, I was kind of in a bad mood when I wrote it. It says I was in a good mood in the song, but I wasn't. It was a bad day. I woke up extremely upset. I did not have a new guitar like I said in the song. But
So,
it's basically like, I don't really even know what it's called now. It's About Time, I think is what it's called. It's about like I always write half a song, and then finally I wrote this song, and it's a full song, you know.
So how long did you put it on the shelf before you pulled it back down and finished it?
Actually, this is just a song that I just came up with about 3 months ago, and just started it 3 months ago too. And I just kind of started it and finished it.
Right.
I did that twice this year.
Isn't that funny? Some songs you can finish in 15 minutes.
Normally I don't. Yeah.
And then I had a song, it took years to finish.
Yeah. Most of my songs are from way back that I've put little pieces in here and there, and then I hate it, you know, and then I love it, and I hate it, and I loved it.
Well, like they say, good songs are timeless.
A little bit of coffee, start my day. I got a brand new guitar I've been itching to play. I woke up on the right side of the bed, I guess. It's gonna be a good day. We got music to play. Singing songs about making love, songs about rain, songs about giving up, songs about pain. Strumming my sixth string all day long, always writing just half a song. Sitting there thinking I've got nothing done, always doubting myself, but I'm still having fun. There ain't no place that I'd rather be. I'm always happy just to play and sing, singing songs about making love, songs about rain, songs about giving up, songs about pain. Strumming my sixth string all day long, always writing just half a song. Singing songs about making love, songs about rain, songs about giving up, songs about pain. Strumming my sixth string all day long. Oh, it's about time I wrote this song. Oh, it's about time I wrote this song.
That's a beautiful song too.
Thank you.
No, really. I mean, you were mad when you wrote that one?
I was
out
about
to-
ready to break up and be done with everything for some stupid reason, you know, because I'm like that sometimes. You know.
It's well, you're a man. That's why.
And a musician, you know how we are.
Yeah, any musician. I wasn't going to say that, but you're right. Yeah. No, that's a beautiful song, and and it's about time I finally finished this song.
Yeah.
Huh?
About
Great.
time I wrote a song in general, you know. And I played that at Cavern Fest, and like, you notice that little breakdown part that I did? It was, and that's a one part, like we practiced as a band to get down, you know. So right before that part, and it's like, and the whole band was supposed to stop and let me do, you know, acoustic and me, and then come back in strong. But right before that, I had a wet rag over my neck to keep me cool, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And it got all in my electronics right here, and my guitar just and shut off. And it was like, I don't know if how many people noticed what, but it was just me a cappella for a minute. And
Wow.
a band, like, they were supposed to wait for me to do that little, to know when to do it, and they couldn't hear me doing it, so they were like, it took them a second to be like, oh shoot, what's going on, you know, so they had to do it without my lead to do it, and I had to do it a cappella, and I think we made it through.
Well,
John Adams let me use his guitar. He showed up perfect time, and he was like, hey, you need mine? I'm like, it was like one more song to go.
Right. Wow.
We made it.
You know, a lot of people don't realize, because you're professional, professionals, they don't try not to let you know there's a problem going on.
No.
They just keep going on,
Just
going
mumble,
forward.
Just mumble some words.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part. That's the part to start doing. Like, a lot of people will they're like, oh shoot, I messed up. Oh, hold on. I actually kind of did it earlier, but anyway, that's what you got to get past, you know, to just be like, okay, just forget about it and move on, kind of like life, you know what I mean?
You know,
Move on, and nobody will notice if you don't draw attention to it. You know?
exactly. You're exactly right. Exactly right. I was going to circle back around to your fiance. I met you. I'd seen you before, but I met you down by the band shell, and
Last year.
you weren't doing good, buddy. How you doing now? You had some
Oh, yeah,
medical
yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
You doing okay now?
Matter of fact, I just started noticing a little pain a couple days ago. I was like, gosh, darn, I guess I've been doing too much. But, yeah, that was whenever right whenever I started feeling the pain, before I even went to the doctor.
Oh, really?
That was the hernias. I had two growing hernias, and I still have the umbilical one. But,
So you had 3 hernias at one time.
yeah, there might be one up here, too. I don't know. The
Heidel?
esophagus, yeah.
Yeah, Heidel hernia, yeah.
So there's still, I still need to go through a test for that one, but I definitely have this one. And those two, I had surgery the day after Christmas for the 2 growing ones, and oh man, it was like the worst. I mean, it was bad having the whole thing in general up until then. July, August, September, October, November, you know, like 6 months of just like, you know, every time I would cough, it would come out like that far, like, you know, and I couldn't,
Oh, no.
waddling. It was just pressure, you know, all the time.
You looked like in terrible pain that day at the band shell, and it was
the
hot.
worst. That was
Wow.
like the worst pain I've felt, actually. We made it through. We always do make it through.
Well, you look great. You look great today.
But yeah, the recovery was bad. You know, it's on this part of your body, so I didn't realize how much when you get up out of stuff, you know, you use like the center of your body for
Yeah, your
everything.
core.
I couldn't get up by myself for a week.
So-
Lexi had to pick me up.
Yeah, you know what? And I know that your fiance was taking very good care of you.
She did. She did great.
Yeah, she was. She did.
She just had 4 wisdom teeth removed.
Oh, that ain't fun.
I tried to take care of her, but she did better than me, I think.
Yeah, sometimes us guys, we're not as good as the girls, being all sentimental and motherly, stuff like that. We don't do that all the time. Anyway,
we went straight to Albertsons to get her medication, and that's where they sent us. I was like, man, they sent us here, and they didn't even have a drive-through window. I had her with me. I was like, and she insisted to go inside, and she was like, she came out, you know, because she went under anesthesia. And stuff,
yeah,
you know,
she was so a little loopy, huh?
and she drove the little thing, almost running into everything. You know, I was like, you're gonna get a DWI.
The Albertsons police going to get you. So, do you have anything special or exciting or anything in the near or far future as far as your music or what you want to do and where you're going with it?
Well, not really right now. I mean, I need to do. I really want to record an album. So I got these 2 new songs that I wrote the last couple months, and I got that She's All Gone, and you know, there's another song called Dead Man's Legs that me and Charlie Beavers wrote together. I don't even know if I remember that one, but that one's on YouTube. You can find it. There's us playing it at the very first Cavern Fest.
What's it called?
There's also another one of us playing it and a little video Miro DePorto recorded at the Shade. Sorry, excuse me. Dead Man's Legs.
Dead Man's Legs, okay.
It's a good one. It's in drop D. It's a cool little. It's more like a rock and roll, almost metal, kind of twangy, swampy.
Well, I hope you do that album, and after you get the album done, I'd like you to come back and we'll play a little of it and talk about it and everything like that. And Kenny does a great job too.
We'll have Kenny do it. Maybe.
So you said you had a third song you could do for us?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
that other new one. This is the newest one I wrote. I played this one at Cavern Fest also. It's called Guitar Man. I don't really know where this one came about. That just kind of came out of me, I guess. I don't know what happened. But
Well, that's the best songs. That's what they do.
yeah, I was just like, what, so it just kind of made itself, I think. Let's see. I ain't even made it the top of the hill. You got your hands out looking for some cheap thrill. You think I owe you something, but I don't care. Show me what you owe me, and I'll be there. You know I will. You know I will. You know that I will when I get there. You know that I will when I can. Help me climb the side of this mountain and be the best I can. 'Cause I could get there a little quicker with your helping hand. Put it on a little thicker, being a guitar man. A guitar man. You know I always lend a helping hand anytime you need it, anytime you can. It's a running over that I can't stand, taking advantage of a giving man. But you know I will. You know I will. You know that I will when I get there. You know that I will when I can. Help me climb the side of this mountain and be the best I can. 'Cause I could get there a little quicker with your helping hand. Put it on a little thicker, being a guitar man. Playing all these venues most all my life. I hope it continues all my life. I think I made it. I'm already there. The side of a mountain is still the top of a hill. You know I will. You know I will, yeah. You know that I will when I get there. You know that I will when I can. Help me climb the side of this mountain and be the best I can. 'Cause I could get there a little quicker with your helping hand. Put it on a little thicker, being a guitar man. Guitar man.
Guitar Man, Cody Zane Wells, great job.
Thank you.
Great job. Hey, so your band, how many people are in your band? Who's in your band? What do they play?
Well, Right now, it's Travis Hatch is a drummer and Craig Bradley's a bass player, and Kenny Campos plays with us. A lot of times, it's usually just a 3-piece. Kenny's pretty busy. He does his DJ thing, and he's got a job, you know, pretty busy job in the oil field, you know. So he's pretty busy. So normally do like a 3-piece, especially when we travel, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's sometimes I have, you know, other people from other bands, like John Adams is playing bass with me. Craig's the bass player, he's going to play drums in Midland, and John Adams from Beer Cousins is going to play bass when we play that gig.
I'm going to have to get John Adams on the show. I'm going to have to get Kenny Campos on the show.
Have them all.
I've been meaning to call you for a while, so I thought, well, you know, you better call Cody and see if you get after it. And I appreciate you doing it.
In here one day, huh?
Have
a jam session.
We could. It's pretty soundproof. We won't bother the neighbors. So the neighbors won't bother us. So
we can go through the whole night then, huh?
Yeah, you betcha. I even got a refrigerator around here somewhere. We got some beer, tequila. There you go.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know, I don't believe you. Anyway, Cody Zane Wells. You can check him out Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever. Just hunt him down.
Facebook, Instagram,
Cody
TikTok.
Zane Wells. Every time I see or hear your name, I think of a Western.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think like John Wayne or something, you know.
Billy the Kid.
Featuring
Jesse
Cody
James.
Zane Wells.
That'd be cool. I mean, that was a name back then quite a bit, huh? More famous name back then, you know.
No, you got a cool name, man. Cool name. Well, hey, thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
And I gave you a short notice, so really appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime I love short notice.
All
If I
right.
can fill in short notice, I always will. You know I will.
Hey, thank you all for tuning in and listening. I'm Danny C. Fletcher. I'm your host. We've been talking to Cody Zane Wells, and appreciate y'all being here. Tune in next week, and we'll have another guest musician. I'm not going to tell you who she or he is, but be sure to tune in. We'll see you later. Say bye, Cody. Bye.
Oh, yeah. This, that, and the other.